Hey guys, so in 2021 I made a video revisiting Anarchy Online game. It's a very nostalgic game with lots of different builds, and you know how much I like builds and experimenting with stuff. So I thought it's worth making a video and inform you about Project Rubi-Ka, which is an emulator, which means that we have to figure out how the game works and code the software themselves. So it's non-official server. It is a bit older version with few custom items and features. It has no buff boards like a live version, no multi-boxing, just good old school MMO vibes with very active and mature community since, I mean, most people who still play that game are older players, so that's why I guess it's more mature. The new season has just begun like 2 days ago on April 10th, and it has over 200 characters pretty much all the time. So the purpose of this video is just to inform you about the server, about its custom features, what works, what doesn't work, some rules, and to give you some starting tips, tricks, and how to make money, etc. So I've been following this project for a few years, and everything is free. There's no cash shop, there's no subscription, no way to even give money to devs. Everyone doing this for free at their free time, which also means that there is no active support team, and server can get very laggy, sometimes it crashes, and sometimes the characters get stuck, and sometimes there may not be anyone to fix it immediately. It is actively being improved, fixed, and there have been few vibes in the past, and these vibes work sort of like a fresh season for everyone to start fresh. I'm not sure about the next vibe, probably not gonna happen in the next at least 4 months I assume. But players hit maximum levels on multiple characters before wipe anyway. To some this may sound like a bad thing, but personally I like Fresh Start. You get to see so many players running around and it feels so active. Everyone's doing quests, doing missions, farming subway or other dungeons, doing all sort of other shenanigans. So next I'm gonna talk about what is working and what isn't. Rolling missions is finally here, and this is a new thing on this server. There is at least one custom layout for missions, and certain mission objectives create a portal which you can use to quickly exit them. For example, like find item or find a person, you just select them and the portal appears and you can quickly exit. There is a custom command to roll a specific item that you want, but I believe the cost is 10 times of the item's value. So you just figure out the item ID from the website, enter it in the command, and it generates missions with that item as a reward. I will put a link to Ragi's video, is it Ragi or is it Rage, explaining this new mission roll feature. Next, what content is available? Shadowlands is available, but alien invasion is not working. Although in Newbie Island you can see some aliens fighting and fight them and get some items from them, but you cannot equip them. Keeper and Shade class are free. Shade has a special nano to help you get implant things. I keep forgetting what they are called. Subway Dungeon and Temple of Free Wind Dungeon drop weapon data fragments, which can be traded for 000 weapons at ICC up to quality level 100. And also no OFAB weapons from Subway, also known as illegally modified weapons. In Shadowlands, those generated dungeons do not work, whatever they are called. Some garden quests are bugged, and in the future they hope to implement more expansions, but for now it's just Rubi-Ka and Shadowlands. Would be really cool to have alien invasion. Maybe, hopefully, that's gonna be their next step, but just having rollable missions is a very big deal. I should also quickly mention the main rules: no multi-boxing, no third-party softwares except Save Clicker for rolling missions. You can play with 2 accounts at once, but you cannot use any software to control them. 2 active accounts is limit. You can have more accounts, but only 2 active accounts. There are lots of players who can help you craft items and buff you, so don't stress about leveling many alt characters. I also wanted to add some information for those who haven't played in a while and want to start this, so this is going to be like a starter guide, tips and tricks. The website has most information, but the more up-to-date info is on their Discord. Once you register a website account, then you can create multiple game accounts. Each time you create a character, you have to adjust the UI to your liking. But you can just copy-paste files from one character to another character and quickly skip this annoying step. You can choose to either go to the Newbie Island or to the Shadowlands, and I would say always pick Newbie Island, because it does have a lot of useful rewards. and is also very nostalgic. By the way, a very quick guide on controls. F10 is open settings, inventory is I key, but most other things you open with control plus number key, not the numpad, just number key. Q is to start combat, E is to interact, T is to show select target information, which is useful to check your own data fragments that you have. U is to open abilities window, and earlier on just click suggested IP distribution. Once you talk to the first NPC, do the first 2 quests, get the belt and move on to the next NPC. Get quests but do it later. Go through the tunnel and up ramp, talk to NPCs, join either clan or Omni or stay neutral. Get nanas from the shop behind NPC. Then talk to the guy with the mustache and depending on your side, either help medics or unicorns for the shoulder pad quest. And you need to do it twice to get both shoulder pads. I'm always playing clan, so I'm helping medics, which will send you on a quest to scan life forms, basically select the target and that's it. On the way to docks, talk to this Adri NPC and pick up quests to defeat some androids and 2 android bosses. If you see other players, be sure to team up because it takes some time for those bosses to respawn, so if they are doing quests, we're gonna have to wait. So yeah, team up. Once you do androids, this Adri NPC also gives you a quest to upgrade your weapon, but you need to bring back 5 parts plus the weapon. You can shift plus left click on the quest to read its information. A keyword is read. I know it's difficult, but being able to read will help you later on. Also a quick note, I didn't realize that my recording was cut off from the right side. I'm a professional. Anyway, back to entrance to the tunnel. To the right there are salamanders and the other monsters needed for a quest. Pick up parts needed for weapon upgrades and few armor pieces. I pretty much ignore our loot. Do not kill any Dyna bosses. If you do, your charisma will go down and you will have less loot later on. That may or may not be true. Return to NPC near the tunnel. Pick up another quest that requires you to find leaders on this island, basically Dyna bosses. And this is super important thing that so many people fail to read. You do not need to fight them. Just find them, select them, done. Move on to the next one. Because if you kill them, then other players will have to wait for it to respawn. So don't be greedy and let them live. There is snake, there is lead, there is salamander, then the croc thing and roll rat at the end. Return to NPC and be rewarded with a crit scope. Return with parts to upgrade weapon. Return to medic. Return to Mr. Mustachio. Go back to medic. Repeat shoulder pads quest. At this point you should have enough money to buy the cheapest armor pieces, which you can upgrade with the clan or Omni side, and you will have a newcomer armor that you can level up by right clicking up to quality level 15. You may do some other quests to get a free armor pieces before upgrading and farm some no drop parts, basically quest items. Those are gonna be used for shoulder pads quest much later on, but I pretty much just ignore those. Farm droids until level 8 or 9, then talk to the clan or Omni NPC on how to leave the island. After leaving island, you can use .stuck command to teleport to Newland City, which is the main city. The stuck command has a 30 minutes cooldown. Subway, by the way, in Newland City does not work. Actually, I haven't tested, maybe they fixed it. From Newland City you can go to ICC to buy those 000 weapons and also upgrade them. You get data fragments from either Subway or Temple of the Freewind. Temple of Freewind obviously drops a lot more, but it is also higher level. Either way, once in Newland City, go to Borealis. From there you can either farm pumpkin head monsters, but they have so much HP, but they do occasionally drop some items that are sellable to NPC for like 9,000 credits I believe, but they're just so tanky. So I usually just go straight to Shadowlands, to the newbie area, get Shadowlands bracelet, get the upgraded version of it by doing some quests, farm some digs, farm some hex, and especially for the Dyna bosses because we do drop symbiotes. Symbiotes? The implant replacement things. Check it if it is for your class, and if it's not, just leave it. Also in Shadowlands you need to get 4 pages to combine into a book. You can farm birds until you get 4 pages. Those birds can drop a lot of stuff or nothing very often, but it is better to do it early while you can get experience from them. You can do other quests in Shadowlands like killing spiders, killing predators. Those predators, by the way, can sometimes drop patterns that sells for a good amount of money, but if you need credits, it is probably best to roll missions now. Early on, I like to either go to Borealis or Newland City and look for missions in either of those maps and look for specifically find item or find person. Since these missions are the easiest to blitz through, all you have to do is quickly run through all the monsters. Make sure you drag the defense bar all the way to the left to be tanker, and then just run past everything and find the item on the ground which is harder to locate, or find the person which has a blue name on it. Just select it and the portal will appear, and then quickly right click on the portal and you will exit. And if you are, for example, in Borealis, look for mission in Newland City and vice versa. That way the reward will be a lot higher, and all you have to do is step through the portal to the next city. If you want better weapon, go to the subway, farm data fragments. You need 1 fragment to buy the weapon and 5 fragments per weapon upgrade. Once again, to figure out what upgrades you need, you're gonna have to shift left click on the weapon to read. You have no idea how many people make a mistake to get the wrong weapon upgrade. All you have to do is read and it tells you what upgrade you need. If you need more credits, do missions, buy better implants, buy better nanos. If you need weapons, farm subway or better Temple of Free Wind. There are, by the way, few custom weapons. Well, actually not just weapons. There is a written guide by Fafi, which I will leave in the description, which does have a list of custom weapons, quests, and a custom HUD, which gives you plus 15% to crit chance, which is for shotguns and rifles. And be sure to check those custom weapons, because some of them drop even in Subway. If you haven't played in 10-20 years, I would recommend probably playing some melee class like Martial Artist. Adventurer is very strong, Shade early on. Melee in general early on I think feels more fun because you have more attacks. I went with Fixer because I pretty much never played Fixer and it was a mistake. All I have is default attack and burst, that's it. Since it is an older version of the game, some buffs have shorter duration than in official version, and some classes like Agent require a pretty high level before it becomes fun. I did play Agent and it was really unfun until around level 75, maybe even 100. Mainly because the crit buffs are very short duration, like 7 seconds, you do 2 attacks and that's it. And also the false profession has very strong drawbacks. So yeah, that's pretty much the basics. If you need more info, just check their Discord or ask in game. The community is very active and very friendly. As for me, I probably won't be spending too much time playing anymore. I need to get back to my own project. I'm basically making a subway dungeon in Unreal Engine 5. Although I'm a bit stuck right now and I already made a video about it, so that's about it for now. So yeah, thank you for watching and I will see you hopefully in the future. Bye bye.